So you may have heard something from the SEC that just has shake the whole internet. Now, we are going to be talking about this tweet that came from the SEC saying that the Bitcoin ETF has been approved, but it just got taken down. So it got taken down very quickly. And then Gary Gensler tweeted from his own account that the SEC account was compromised and it was hacked, and the tweet was not real, so they deleted this tweet very quickly. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what happened and what that tweet was supposed to mean. So let's get right into the video and let's head over to our screen. So we are currently over at our screen and we are currently looking at coinmarket.com and we are currently on Bitcoin. So before we get into the charts, let's head over to a couple articles talking about what happened. So we are on an article by CNBC.com and it says SEC says it did not yet approve Bitcoin ETF. X account was compromised. Now, we did see a tweet from the SEC saying that everything has been approved, and we have a picture of this right here. So this is Crypto Capital Venture. So this is a peek from their video. It says today's the SEC grants approval for Bitcoin ETF for listing on all registered national security exchanges. The approved Bitcoin ETF will be subject to ongoing surveillance and compliance measures to ensure continued investor protection. So we can see right here Gary Gensler's quote, "Today approval enhances market transparency and provides investors with efficient access to digital asset investment with a regulated framework." Now, this tweet is not there anymore and it has been taken down, and we can see that if we read further on this article, we can see what happens. It says the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission said Thursday afternoon that an announcement about Bitcoin exchange traded fund on social media was incorrect. The SEC's Twitter account has been compromised. The unauthorized tweet regarding Bitcoin ETF was not made by the SEC or its staff, an SEC spokesperson told CNBC. The false social media post said that the SEC had approved Bitcoin ETFs for trading. The price of Bitcoin briefly spiked after the initial post, but then quickly slid below 46,000. The SEC is expected to make a decision on Bitcoin ETF this week after opposing them for years. More than a dozen asset managers have filed applications to create such a fund, including many that have their file updated registration statement Tuesday morning. The price of the largest cryptocurrency has been climbing in the recent months, in part because of growing optimism that so-called spot Bitcoin ETF would be approved. Funds that track the price of Bitcoin futures already trade in exchanges in the U.S. So let's skip the other paragraph and let's read this. SEC Chair Gary Gensler has been a vocal opponent of crypto during his tenure, and the commission's was brought legal actions against several major crypto exchanges. Gensler had used social media earlier in this week to urge investors to use caution when buying product tied to crypto. So this was basically a false tweet. Now, we cannot say that this was not made by the SEC staff. This could have been some leaked information because they might have scheduled the tweet to release on a certain date, but they may have scheduled this tweet to be tweeted on a certain day, which there was some technical error and it got tweeted before it was originally supposed to release. So if we read more articles, so let's look at a couple more articles. It says SEC has not been approved. It has hacked X account briefly said otherwise. So we can see right here the SEC posting dollar Bitcoin at 9:13 p.m. January 9, 2024. And then after this tweet, we can open this image right here. We can see that Bitcoin briefly spiked all the way up to 48,000, and then it quickly came back down after it announced that this tweet was not real and it did not approve Bitcoin ETF. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on tradingview.com to take a look on how it affected the price of Bitcoin and what happened when this tweet happened. So let's go on to the hourly time graph. No, let's go back to the 5-minute graph to take a better look. So we can see this action was very, very quick. Would this happen in between minutes, and this was taken down immediately. So we can see that the price went all the way up to around 47,899, and we can see it quickly came back down. Even if we look at the 1-minute chart, let's take a look at this for a better understanding. We can see in these minutes we quickly rose to this price on 47,800 something, and this is where the tweet originally came in around 9. Let's take a look at the time. It says 9:13. So if we look at right here, around here was where we got this tweet originally, and we can see that this is where the price started increasing like crazy. And then when the tweet got taken down and Gary Gensler announced that this tweet was in fault correct and the account was compromised, this is how the price was affected. So we saw this very, very quick movement in between minutes that this price has come back down, and we are seeing the more regular movements. So we had been moving on the sideways price for a while, so you can see we have been going sideways for a while, and then when this tweet came in, we saw this huge spike and also a dump in minutes. So in a matter of 5 minutes, we saw this huge price change. So that was it for this video, guys. In this video, we talked about how there was a false tweet by the SEC saying that the Bitcoin ETF was approved. That tweet was taken down, and Gary Gensler said that their account was compromised. So there are rumors this is not true, and the tweet was initially scheduled for a different date, and it accidentally got released today. So that may have been the reason, but we are still not sure. So that was it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button, and also if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and also drop a comment down below on what type of videos I should create. So that was it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.